Adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician. Blah, blah. Hey, Angie Everhart is doing here tonight.
She is actually circling out there. Mm-hmm. Ann saw her drive by looking for the radio station, but she didn't notice Ann.
Well,
that's 15 minutes ago.
She'll be in.
Yeah, she'll be in.
She'll be in. She's plugging the Celebrity Mole. I've been seeing the commercials all over ABC for that. Angie, I would consider a dear friend, even though we've never seen each other outside of this studio. Although we did race together.
I was going to say, yes,
Celebrity
that's right.
Grand Prix last year. Yes.
Now, was she up here promoting that?
No, I don't think she was. We had a couple of, we had Josh Brolin up here.
It says here the last time she was up was a year and a half ago. I can't believe that.
Seems too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, no, I think Josh Brolin and, can't remember who else came in here to promote that. Right. But she was a game competitor. Thank Christ she didn't beat me in that race.
That would have been good.
The only thing worse than getting beat by a chick is getting beat by a hot chick. And this is how guys are, by the way. You know what I mean? Like,
that's how they think.
Well, it is true.
Yeah,
as a guy,
think, yeah.
As a guy, like if a woman was beat by a guy in something that a woman does well,
yeah,
like the piano or cooking or something, it wouldn't matter what the guy looked like.
Yeah,
you see what I mean? Like it didn't. Like,
why is it? Think about
Bobby
it.
Riggs.
Why is the look so
But just
important?
listen. If Bobby Riggs beat Billie Jean King in tennis, it makes no difference what Bobby Riggs looks like.
That's right.
Now, if Billie Jean King beats us in tennis, it's cool because she's got the butch haircut.
Right,
she's a little bit
like
dykey.
Angie.
She looks like Angie. We kill ourselves. We masturbate.
Why?
First masturbate.
Yes, you masturbate.
Then kill ourselves.
And why?
Possibly with our own semen.
Yeah, you choke on your semen. Yes. Why? Why is it so troublesome?
I don't know because it's a very bitter pill to swallow to have someone you want to beat you.
And if they beat you, that possibility, no more.
Oh yeah,
that's what that is.
Gone. That's why you got to kill yourself.
That's what that is.
Yeah,
that's
what
that is. Like, no, that's the window is closed. There's nothing I can do about it.
No,
even though it's not open in the first place, the way men think, it's like, well,
right,
yeah, maybe,
No, zero possibility.
That is a male thinking.
Yeah, and we'll bring when Angie does get in here, we'll ask her, have the feminine mind. She's got a little bit of a tomboy attitude, which is nice. She's very accessible and approachable and sort of game for a hot chick. But we'll ask her, how does the feminine mind work? Like when when we did that celebrity race, she came out there after she saw the guys that were a little better, a little more skilled. Did it make a difference in her mind?
How she felt about them?
How she felt about the guys?
Yeah. Just pissed. She's more pissed.
No,
to beat him more.
No, I suspect a woman is more attractive, especially when they see if there's
the competency. Not if they're in the competitive mode. Not if they want to beat them.
No, but
then they're pissed.
No, they're not pissed. There's still a part of them that likes the competency.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Since women, they're visual to a certain degree, but if there's 10 guys in a room and they average out to be a good 7.5 or an 8, there's no reason to like one guy more than the other. One guy picks up a guitar and starts playing it beautifully. Boom. That's the guy.
Yeah.
Now, for guys, the one chick could pick up the guitar and start playing it. If there was one chick that was marginally hotter than her, zero difference. We're still into one that's marginally hotter. We're very, you know what? We may be immature,
lame.
And it may be lame, and it may be very superficial.
So predictable.
But we're very consistent and very predictable that way.
So predictable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And even guys that choose to behave differently, you still know their motivational priorities. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can be more evolved and go, that's ridiculous. Why? Forget it. I'm not gonna go with that. But the mind still goes that way.
Right. All right. You ready to?
Let's go.
Yeah. Let me say this too. I think women look at guys differently. Men don't look at women differently. We just look at women.
That's right. Well, no, when we're in an evolved state, we do. But there's still this primary thing going on. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Angie Everhart could see you and go, oh, who cares? And then see you making your medical rounds, in charge, telling people what to do, that kind of stuff. talking a bunch of medical mumbo-jumbo about a bunch of carpal tunnel syndrome and all these other syndromes. All of a sudden, she's ruined her panties.
Right.
She's seeing you doing what you do.
What do we used to call that in our numbers evaluation?
I don't know, but if you
position in life.
If you have a woman who's interested in you, you have to let her see you
in action.
Bossing people around, firing people, beating up people, saving people, either effing, killing, or saving people. They get real turned on by that. They need action.
I see.
All right. We just want to have them hold still.
Right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Anastacia?
Uh-huh.
You're 24?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, I have a question. I started seeing some guy, and we've been seeing each other for about 4 to 5 months, give or take some weeks, I guess. And our personalities are very, very different. First off, he's really, really shy, quiet type of guy. I guess we really put it to good use when people say opposites attract. The sex is great, but he is a bit prudish. So, like, I think he needs to. I need to know. Maybe you can give me some advice how I can get him to open up a bit more sexually.
You're gonna have to be much more specific. What do you mean when you say prudish? Yeah.
Oh. I'm very.
All right, too bad Angie's here. Yeah. What's happening, leather pants?
I just got into a car accident.
Really?
Right next door.
Oh my
really?
God.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, but the Porsche behind me wasn't.
Oh, really?
Ran you or?
No,
Wait, you have a Porsche, right?
No, I have a truck.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I guess it is now.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Sorry I'm late. I just ran over some poor guy's car.
Was it a nice Porsche?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Brand new. He had he didn't even have his tags yet.
Oh,
Poor
the dealer,
guy. He was like, I've waited my whole life to get a Porsche, and I don't even have the plates yet. And I just looked at him. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you because the car was so low behind me. And
what happened?
I backed up.
Oh. Did it screwed up the hood or the bumper?
Yeah, I scratched his hood and it bent his hood. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It's not like a.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
He'll land on his feet. Was he excited that a hot chick did it?
I think he was gay.
Oh.
So I think it might have been worse, but...
Yeah, it reminded him of his hot mother.
He was like, I've waited my whole life. I've saved up forever to get this car.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, I can't even be mad at you guys. You're too nice.
Well, let me see. I'll tell you if it's gay. Was it the Boxster or was it the 911?
No, it wasn't a Boxster. It was a 911.
Oh, straight. The gays go with the Boxster.
It's true, but I think that's...
Yeah. Convertible?
Yes.
If he's listening.
Then back to gay. Now we're back. You go back to gay once in a while. You try not to, but sometimes it just comes
Adam.
full circle.
I haven't seen you since the race.
Oh, great seeing you. Boy, do we have questions for you.
You do?
Yeah. First off, we'll give the plugs, the celebrity mole, Yucatan. Or Yucatan.
Yeah.
Call it Yucatan?
You can call it Yucatan if you want.
Oh, you didn't like it? Was it Yucatan?
Well, it's just
sounds
the food
exotic.
was really bad.
Really?
So you could call it Yucatan.
It sounds exotic and beautiful, though.
It is beautiful.
Yucatan
very, very hot.
Cancun is.
Yes, it is Cancun.
Yeah, it's just the Yucatan Peninsula, is really.
And and now you were there doing the Celebrity Mole, and I've been seeing the commercials. I've been running the hell out of the commercials on all the football games and everything.
Good.
And now, how many days are you there in total to film this thing?
We were there for 2 weeks.
That's it.
What?
I just think Kathy made
right?
$300,000 last year doing that.
Oh, did she make $300,000?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, now you know who won, obviously, but you can't say anything.
I know who won. Yes.
All right. Anyone give you fits because the Baldwin boy was driving Kathy Griffin nuts last year?
Well, Stephen stayed in character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Corbin came back again, and he stayed in character.
Yeah. Those are two returnees, right? Corbin Burnson and Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen, I wouldn't describe as staying in character.
Well, meaning
he played himself.
Well, Stephen is, you know, when women have complaints about guys and how guys are, that's Stephen Baldwin.
Right.
Yeah, he's everything that women complain about, but yet go back to consistently. That's the great thing. Corbin is, I'm not, I think, and this is where I'd like my
Corbin's
career to go.
spaz.
He's just riding the celebrity circuit now. He's in all the softball games and the celebrity this and the challenges and the judging. It just seems like a nice way to ride out the career.
Corbin, I have to say, out of everybody that was playing this game, because you can either play it really hard or not, and he played it. Mm-hmm. He played it really well.
Yeah. Now, we were discussing before you came in is that as we're talking about the celebrity Toyota Grand Prix race, that getting beat by chick is bad, getting beat by hot chick is ultra bad. And we can.
Well, you didn't have to worry about that, Adam.
And I appreciate you not beating me, but we can take being beaten by an unattractive. The more man-like a woman, the more palatable the defeat is for the man, right?
I really think it's just the less attracted you are.
Yeah, but
that's what it boils down
that's
to.
A universal thing. If the woman is sort of more man than you are, it's easier for you to take.
Is that in anything?
Anything. That's right. We don't like hot chicks winning. But let me ask this, because we posed the question.
No, we like the beating other guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's funny. Yeah. That's entertaining. That's great.
As long as it's not you.
Right.
Okay.
We posed the question, or I posed the question to Drew before you came into the studio. As a woman, are you attracted to a guy when he seems competent, such as behind the wheel of one of these race cars, like when we were doing the celebrity race? Is it a push? Are you more attracted, less attracted?
The question really was, when you're competing with these guys and you want to win. Mm-hmm. Now, for the guy, he was saying, it sort of closes a window if you're attracted to a woman who beats you into something you're competing with. It's just like, I can.
That's so insecure, Adam.
No.
But for women, if you're competing with somebody you want to beat them, how do you feel about the guy?
I wasn't saying that, you jack off.
Yeah, you were saying. They were saying men think that way.
What do you mean, we? Who? I said, here's what I said. You do this race, there's 10 guys that show up. Right. You don't know half of them.
Right.
They're all sort of semi-attractive, some better than others. I'm be on the lower half of that. But then one of the guys really knows what he's doing when he gets into the car.
Right.
Does that change things for you?
In a situation
like Jeremy. Like Jeremy was very good.
Hold on. Drew, just shut up.
Of course it changes things in abstract. Yes, of course.
I think it makes it sexy.
But what if you wanted to beat him? If you really wanted to beat him?
Who cares, you idiot?
Does it make a difference?
No, not to me.
Okay, that's the question.
I really wanted to beat Jeremy, but there's no way I was going to. No way.
Yeah. So, I mean, see, Jeremy McGrath, if you'd see Jeremy, you'd go, there's a dorky guy from Orange County. You wouldn't be interested in the guy at all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him, but, you're a supermodel. He's beneath you. But then you see him compete and excel, and all of a sudden, you're looking at him a different way.
Well, because you respect him.
Yeah, but
you respect what he does, and you couldn't. Nobody could beat him.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, he'll be in tomorrow night, though. We had a couple of hot laps on the training track where I did pretty good against him. He'll admit it.
You did.
Yes.
You did. I was so cheering for you up on the, I was watching him, and he actually beat him at one point.
Yeah. We had, there was a day when we were doing the driving course when it was driving rain the entire time, and everyone was racing in this driving rain, and the cars were pitching sideways, and the windshield wipers
Steve Hartman was driving clear across the grass, cutting through the track.
Like bumper to bumper, and it was really exciting. I mean, it's as exciting as it is to race in the driving rain. It adds a extra element to it. But
I'd have to say that was one of the most. That was one of the best days. Like, one of the best things you can do with your clothes on is race a car.
Yeah. It was true. You ought to do that.
I'd like to.
You got to get your publicist going on that.
You should do that. It's so much fun.
I bet.
All right, let's talk about this Lingerie Bowl very quickly, which I heard about. I've heard about some weeks back, and then I thought it went away, but then it came back again. Am I right? This is a halftime pay-per-view at the Super Bowl?
It's Lingerie Bowl 2004 is what it's called. It's pay-per-view halftime at the Super Bowl. So it's going to come on at the same time as the halftime at Super Bowl.
Right.
And it's 7 girls against 7 girls playing full contact takedown football.
What are you wearing?
We're wearing lingerie.
Oh, really?
But we have pads on we have shoulder pads, and they've changed it to hockey helmets now. Like they're they're a little smaller than regular helmets because regular helmets would do too much damage to our skin.
Sure. And where do you play it?
We're going to do it at the Coliseum.
At L.A. Coliseum?
L.A. Coliseum.
Really?
Yeah.
The hell's this world? This is why the Taliban wants to blow us up, by the way.
This is it.
The picture a bunch of chicks wearing hockey helmets, thong backs, shoulder pads.
No, they're hot pants. They're not thong backs.
All right.
Go back.
Hot pants and beating the crap out of each other while guys drink and
We're actually playing football. We really are. We are out there every Tuesdays and Thursdays practicing, and the practices are so much fun.
Really? Who? What the?
We have NFL coaches and different people who are. I was out there today with my quarterback coach because I don't want to go out there and do an athletic foul.
Are you playing quarterback?
I'm quarterback.
Oh.
So I have a pretty good spiral.
Really?
Yeah, I'm working hard on it.
I'll tell you that Angie really goes for it. Really, I like that. And who's on your team? You have other hot chicks on your team, and you're playing hot chicks?
All the girls are really. Actually, there are no dogs on any of the teams.
No, you can't. It's disgrace.
They're really pretty girls. Great bodies. Nice.
What if you win? What do you get? Does the winner get anything?
Well, I heard that Dodge pulled out. That we were going to win a truck, but there's a bonus involved.
Yeah.
And hopefully by Super Bowl time they'll have another sponsor.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard.
We'll kick something in.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Terrorists hate this activity. Nothing wrong with it though.
There's nothing. If guys can play football, why can't girls?
Yeah. No,
what's the problem?
Well,
it's like playing in your bathing suit. It's bigger than my bathing suit, actually. This uniform that I'm wearing is bigger than my bathing suit.
All right, but you have a very small bathing suit. You got to be fair.
I don't wear thongs.
No, you don't.
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's off, by the way, because I'm a thong man.
I wear thong underwear.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is I wear thong bathing suit, and I insist my ladies wear thong as well. So... We'll talk about that. It's not necessarily a deal breaker for us. Anastacia?
Uh-huh.
You're 24. Anastacia had a prom about a half hour ago, and then Angie came in.
Yeah. The husband
Hi,
who's
Angie.
too...
Hi.
The husband is too shy, and you were going to tell us what you mean by that.
Yeah,
what won't he do?
Okay, he's blessed when it comes to being down there. But when it comes to the sexual department, all he does is just lay down, and I have to do all the work. And it's like pulling teeth with him to get him to try something else. And if I bring up something else, he's like, well, I don't feel comfortable with that, or I'm not comfortable with that. And I need to know...
Does he really... Hold on, quiet down. Does he really say, I don't feel comfortable with that? Because I've never known a guy to do that.
Yes.
That's strange. Is he a religious guy?
Those are the words he uses? We're, bewildered by that.
I suggested for New Year's Eve that we do something wild, let's try something, like on the side of the road or do something like that. And he said no.
It's too much hassle for him.
I'm really not comfortable with trying stuff like that.
Yeah, well, trying things out in public, but when you try to change positions, he says, "Oh, I'm not comfortable."
Why don't you buy him porn?
Or wait a minute. Wait, this guy may be a diabolical genius. Or he just says, "No, I don't want to do that."
He'll say
that, or he's just lazy, right?
Yes.
He's just lazy and doesn't want to please you, and he's getting off without pleasing you.
You already do. Right. Guys have their sort of zone, and you're already doing what he likes best. And to get him out of that zone, it spoils the whole experience for him. So he doesn't want to get out of that zone.
That's my question. How can I get him out of the zone without having to make it seem like...
You don't go in the zone.
You got to cut him off.
You cut him off. You don't go in the zone. You say, hey, forget it. We're not doing anything tonight then.
But here's the thing, too, is we will, as guys, once we get a consistent sexual partner, this would never happen with Angie, but once guys get a consistent sexual partner, not every guy, not Sting, that jack-off Sting. Let's just sit on Oprah for 5 hours a day talking about how he bangs the bejesus out of his wife using tantric sex. Hold on a second. Let me just go off, because I did see Sting and his old lady Trudy on Oprah. I don't know what the hell happened, but it was during the vacation. I just flicked on the TV, and there he was. I find it very bizarre / incredibly pompous to sort of sit there with your wife and go, yes, I make love to her for 7 or 8 hours at a time. It's like, really? Who cares? Yeah. And isn't that kind of weird?
You don't believe that he does that?
I don't know if he does it. I don't care if he does it. I find it sort of bizarre that he would be on Oprah
for him to broadcast that.
explaining about what he does to his wife and the multiple orgasms and the multiple hours that he does it to her with. And I know. And by the way, it screws the curve up for the regular guys, and it's these sort of BS tantric sex guys who screw up. They put the bar too high, and they get all those Oprah chicks, and then my wife sits around and goes, Sting, when he's not writing songs about his wife, he's making slow, rhythmic, love-making movements on her that last 5, and you want to know why you can't have the talk radio on while you're getting a BJ? And it's like, I'm going to kill Sting.
You know what? Somebody just told me recently that Sting has nothing on him.
Really?
Sting has nothing on him.
Who told you? A celebrity?
A friend of mine.
All right. All I'm saying is nobody should know how long it takes you to come or how long you bang your wife. You know what I mean?
It's intrusive.
Yeah, if you're into yoga, so be it. You're into yoga.
Yeah, that's good. Happy for you.
And if you feel like bragging just a little bit and saying, since I started doing the Pilates, it's improved my performance. We get the picture.
Or we got no problem. We spent a lot of time together.
Yeah. Just say whatever you like, but I don't need to hear you about banging your wife for 5 hours.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, and then, like I said,
haven't heard. Does she want him talking about that?
I don't know. Where's her dad? Her dad's sitting home watching TV.
Yes.
Great, he's banging the bejesus out of my daughter.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my little angel's getting the crap banged out of her for 6-7 hours at a time. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sting.
Come on.
It's just such a jack-off move to do.
What does that mean? That he's just not ejaculating for 7 hours, and they're just
I don't know.
making
that's all that means.
and
that's what that means.
And they're just
together.
in bed together, making love for 7 hours.
And if you had all the money and time in the world, most people would probably do that.
Here's what I've decided.
It sounds great.
There's 2 types of blowhard jack-off guys. There's the Joey Buttafuoco type, who just is a blowhard jack-off kind of guy, and then there's the slide under the radar Sting type, who does it in a very subversive way.
These are the same guys.
Under.
The reason we're so sensitive to
my
it
woman
is because
shut up.
These are the same guys in the 70s would tell us about the man.
Yeah.
Same guy.
No.
Oh, yeah, the man is the man. We would have to deal with that growing up. So.
Shut up. They just ruin it for all other guys, by the way. They really do. Why can't you be like Sting? Sting's full of crap. All right. What the hell are we talking about?
Commercial breaks.
Yeah, but I had something to say, and then Sting got me going. Okay, here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes, 90% of guys will slide into a path of least resistance vibe when it comes to work, when it comes to sex, when it comes to the relationship. We will navigate our way through a relationship in an easy way, and that will spill into the bedroom.
But
not
with
in
sex,
the first 6 months of the relationship, but year number 6, you start sliding into it.
But not only sliding into their sort of comfort zone, their lazy zone. There's a huge positive also. It's like that's just what they like.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, so
I like to hold still. Yeah. She gets on top. I come in 3 minutes, and then watch some Sports Center. Everything's good. I watch the Lingerie Bowl.
And so it's like saying...
And then when the woman says, well, how about you get up and do this and burn some calories? And I go, no, not my thing. Well, of course, it's not your thing. You're doing your thing.
Yeah.
And that ain't your thing because it involves a little sweat and maybe a calf cramp.
Well, women don't understand. They have all the goods. Yeah. All they got to say is, hey, fine, nothing then. They're fine. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything either.
You treat it the same as if you tell him to get out and mow the lawn. Absolutely. And he says, not my thing.
Yeah.
You say, oh, yeah, it is your thing.
Yeah.
It's your new thing.
So if your wife wasn't giving you any and... Yeah, and then she so you had to work for it.
Yeah, you'd respond.
You would respond,
of course.
Okay, so
this is
what
happens. Oh, who cares?
Well, there's her answer.
That's right.
Stop giving him what he wants.
That's right. All right, don't make it easy for him to settle into that. Angie Everhart here tonight. Celebrity Mole, ABC. Wednesday night. Boy, that's coming up fast.
Wednesday night.
All right, we'll take a what time on Wednesday night? 8 o'clock? We got to figure that out. Get that written down here, Ann. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Angie Everhart is here tonight.
Woo-hoo.
I think we'll call her supermodel Angie Everhart, actress, race car driver, thrill seeker, stunt woman, an American, I might add.
Wow.
Oh, yes. phone's buzzing away.
Woo!
Angie is going to be on the Celebrity Mole, which is coming up on ABC this Wednesday, and also halftime at the Lingerie Bowl going on at the
can't believe we're
Super Bowl.
Close enough to the Super Bowl to be talking about it. It's sort of disturbing, distressing.
Yeah, I know. I seem like it seems like I spend 3/4 of the year, well, I guess I do, waiting for football season to start.
Yeah.
And then when it's over, it's kind of weird. It's like, oh no. And it's this weird thing where you're approaching the pinnacle. This is the big game, but then also when this game ends,
and it's over,
it's disappointment.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in the Denver game the other night, though.
Oh my God.
They got handed their cookies.
Yeah, I mean the game was 31-3 in the first half or something. I mean, Denver just got destroyed. Other than that, though, some good games going on. Green Bay, so on and so forth.
Are you a Packer fan?
Well, here's the thing. I'm a Rams fan. People attack me. But you know what I like about sports guys? They're smallish, white, antagonistic guys who use sports as a vehicle to abuse verbally.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like they go, "What's your team, Adam?" And I go, "The Rams." Oh, the Rams! What are you to the Rams for? They backstabbed you. They left for St. Louis. And I go, "Well, I grew up in L.A. I always liked the Rams." Coming from L.A., and I don't know what other team to root for, but they screwed you! You're an idiot! Hey, Jeff, guess what team Adam likes? No, backstabbing Rams. Oh, dude, what an idiot. You know, it's like, I don't know. To me, it's an easy math thing. When I was 9, I had a Rams beanie. Yeah. You know what I mean? I enjoyed watching the Rams.
I can't help it. I like the Cleveland Browns. I'm from Ohio.
There you go.
Even though they disappoint us every year, but
yeah, that's usually how it goes. And by the way, why it's horribly frustrating to watch any kind of sports in Los Angeles because I sit around.
Except for Lingerie Bowl.
Oh no, that you could watch because everyone's a fan, and it's not broken up. It's not divided state by state. But hey, I sit around with a bunch of guys. They're Patriot fans. They're Steelers fans. Everybody's from somewhere else. Not one Los Angelino amongst them. And even if there was, they wouldn't be a Rams fan. And now I'm considered an a-hole for liking the Rams. I don't. Who should I like? And then the lame suggestions start. Yeah. You know, when I go, well, I don't know. Then who's my
Raiders?
team? Oh, what about the Raiders? Yeah. And I go, well, they left L.A. too. Yeah. Well, then you got to go San Diego. It's like, well, listen, it's all fantasy, you retards. You think the team knows? Team's counting on me.
You didn't play for the Rams.
Yeah, I know.
They talk as though they actually played for the team.
No. It really gets sad when they speak in terms of we and us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at a pretty good outing this weekend. I think we can handle Buffalo pretty good, and us Pats, oh please, oh my God, April. All right, so I'm a Rams fan.
Hello?
You're 19?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, I went to a party at my friend's house one weekend, and...
Shut up, Drew. Without me, you'd be nothing.
And I got, really, really drunk, and I really don't remember much of it, but there was this guy there that I hated, and he's the same age as me. And at some point, me and him ended up in my friend's bathroom having sex.
Mm-hmm.
And from what
thin line between love and hate.
Did he rape you?
No. And from what my friends say is no. Apparently, I went willingly with him, and apparently we went in and out all night just doing it. And I really don't like
in and out. You mean
to the bathroom? In and out,
bathroom and back. Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah.
And, well, why do you? Are you sure you hate the guy?
And well, he's when I met him and I wasn't, drunk. He was just an asshole to me, and he's best friends with an ex-boyfriend of mine who's an ass, and he's an asshole too. So
you seem to be attracted to assholes, just like your ex-boyfriend.
Well, anyway.
So his being an asshole doesn't mean you're not attracted to him.
Yeah, and I woke up the next morning immediately when I found out what happened. And I partially remember some of it, but not all of it. But I was like, oh my God. And now he hangs out with the same friends I do, and I know I'm going to have to run into him at some point, and I'm not sure what to say. He has a girlfriend, and I don't...
Oh, who cares? You like him.
You like him, yeah.
Of course you like him. If you didn't like him, you just shake it off and deny it. Yeah, you're into the guy.
Yeah, you don't know what to do because you want to keep going.
Right. And look, don't get into that thing where I didn't want anything to whatever, but I felt she needed to know, or I just felt like that's such a load of crap. Good. You don't want her to know, don't say anything. Yeah. Don't bring it up again. Don't talk to him about it. Don't talk to her about it.
That's it. He'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. Take a nice long loofah bath.
All right. Bye.
Bye. This is why I don't go take questions on this show. What do we go? There's this guy I really hate, but he banged me for 7 hours like Sting. Idiot. Sitting around playing a sitar. It's driving me nuts, all this jack-offs. Oh, guess who made the cover of Oprah magazine this year? This last month?
Oprah.
No, Oprah. She's on the cover of every single one.
Everyone.
The idea that her legions of fans don't see anything wrong with her starting up a magazine, putting her name on it, and then putting her big fat puss on it.
I wonder why she does that. Seriously, I wonder why she does that.
Every single episode every single issue is her.
It must sell more magazines.
Who
it must
cares?
be what people want who buy that magazine.
Oh.
I mean, it could have articles and pictures of her in every magazine, but she's on the cover every magazine.
There's got to be a reason for it. They wouldn't do it if it didn't sell magazines. Yeah. Right? Would they?
Well, look.
Look, even if I started a magazine, I wouldn't want to be on the cover of a magazine every single issue.
It's obnoxious, and it should be held against her, just like Lisa Gibbons. Remember her?
With all her pictures?
Yeah, Lisa had her daytime talk show, and we went backstage, or I did her show once, or something like that, or whatever. I don't remember anymore. But there's about 7,000 pictures of Lisa. Lisa on a surfboard with a bunch of Samoan guys holding it overhead. Lisa and the kids. Lisa and the hubby. Lisa and Burt Bacharach. Lisa. And I just said, hey, that's obnoxious. Like, what the hell's going on here? And Drew did that, because Drew has to defend everyone. Drew's like, well, it probably wasn't her doing. I mean, the producers probably did it. Yeah, I said, yeah, but if this was my show and they put 8,000 pictures of me up in the back, I'd tell the guys, take them down and put up a painting or something, would you? That's obnoxious. People are going to think I'm an a-hole. And the same with the magazine. Oprah should get her big fat puss off of that thing.
Are there other magazines that's like saying, though...
Forbes!
No, but it's like saying, Car and Driver. There's a car on every mag. You know what I mean?
No, that's not the same. The cars don't have egos.
But it is kind of the same.
Retardism?
No, the point is you can make the same.
You're an idiot. That's police. What happened to you?
Because
what happened?
It's not about Oprah, but it's Oprah's magazine. Identifies her as her magazine.
It doesn't have to put a picture of her on the cover.
It has her name on the cover, so she can have whoever she wants, a guest appearance.
Let's just put it this way. She's come out with something like 60-something issues in the magazine's existence, and she's 63 for 63 on covers. You want to know who's going to be on next month in the 7,000 months after that? Oprah, and more Oprah. I would hold this against the guy I liked.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, and I wish her fans would.
Just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, well, of course there's a picture of a car in a car magazine. All right.
Well, there might be a truck next month.
Christie, 15.
Christie.
Don't think about it too much.
All right, I'm getting angry now. Christie?
Yeah?
You're 15?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, see, I've been going out with this guy for just about 1.5 years next month, and we've been having sex since, I think it was last summer in June, and he's brought up the issue of anal sex, and he's never done it, and I've never done it, but I've heard it was really painful, so...
So, of course, you'd be interested in trying that?
I don't know, because I'm always up for new things. But...
Even really painful things?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I just pierced my lip 2 hours ago, and it didn't hurt, so I guess I can handle pain.
Yeah. You sound
trauma impulses.
Yeah, I mean, look, you could slam your hand in a taxi cab door
and be okay.
Doesn't mean you want to go out and do it, though, right?
Exactly. It's just my friend had sex with her boyfriend, and they tried it with lube, and she was in tears.
Yeah. So why do you want to try this?
Well, if it hurts, don't do it.
Right.
Sting can do it for 4 hours, though. With no lube. Just tantric
willfully,
lube.
Yeah, tantric.
Willful lube. His dork has an aura around it that acts as a water-soluble lube. Sounds like a sitar. If you put your ear against Sting's dork, sounds like sitar music. Jack off. All right, hey, Christie.
You're 15. Relax. Come on.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
You have your whole life to try stuff like that.
Hey, Adam, I had a colonoscopy last week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd that go, Drew? Lube?
Lube?
Lube and pain meds and sedation.
And,
Whoa.
right. And a wooden spoon to bite on, right?
And I was out.
You're out.
Yeah, completely out.
God knows what they did to you, Drew. That's the time you anally rape your patient. Because it's like, hey, my ass is hurting. Yeah, well, no kidding. That's the time you make your move. See, when you go to the dentist's office and the patient wakes up, it's like, I thought I had a root canal, but my ass is killing me. Then it's like, that's a red flag. You get the anal probe, that's where the guy gets in a quick anal rape.
Why did you were going in for a checkup?
Yeah, I've got a lot of colon cancer in my family, so they found something. They found a polyp. So
really?
It's a good thing I did it.
Yeah, Drew was happy about that. Then what do they do with that polyp?
They burn them out. They take them out. Right there.
So that is what causes the cancer?
Those turn into cancers.
Oh, wow.
When do they? When's the polyp burning?
They did it when they're in there.
Oh, really? So that's my thing.
You're getting up there, so you should go in for a checkup too.
Yeah.
Haven't you had the checkup?
No, he won't listen to anything.
No, I've had my finger. No, I'm gonna
my father
get
had colon
the rope.
cancer. They didn't get it soon enough. I mean, he survived it, but
it's horrible. There's no reason to have colon cancer today. Colonoscopy every 5 years will prevent essentially all colon cancers.
Now I'm gonna get that.
It's a common cancer.
I'm gonna give that. Do they film it?
You can get pictures. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the pictures. I'm gonna send them to you, Angie. I'll sign them.
He's got a lovely colon. A lovely colon.
A fantastic colon.
The house tour of amazing.
I got a model. My colon used to do runway work. Actually, New York and Milan. Used to do a lot of runway work. Very hot over there. Then it got strung out on cocaine. It got in with the wrong crowd. It's ugly. It's very ugly.
Gross.
Became the mistress of this rich Arab guy. It was sad. It was sad at the end, but really,
that's why you got to go check it out. It's been a little road worn.
Yeah, been around the block.
Needs a little checkup.
All right, yeah, get that colonoscopy. And again, with the instructions of you find anything, take care of it. It's like actually, when the car's up on the rack, go ahead and do the work.
I was doing some work, and Katie Couric's people were sort of encouraging me. You know, they're big in these cancer prevention because her husband died of colon cancer in his 40s.
Ooh.
And I thought,
well, they said at 40, you're supposed to have a checkup at 40 for men, right?
Well, 50 is when you're really supposed to start, unless you have a lot of family history, and then it's 45 or 40. But yeah.
All right, go get that, Drew.
All right.
And listen, I like being put under anyway, so I look forward to any procedure.
It's an excuse for Demerol and Versed for you. It's
and
great.
what's it feel like when you wake up?
You're kind of confused. You're kind of out of it for a while.
No.
I slept the rest of the day, basically.
Oh, really? But again, as a doctor, if you're going to anally rape your patient while they're under, that's the time. That's your window.
That's when I make my move.
That's when you make your move.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? All right. Angie Everhart's here. Celebrity Mole in the Yucatan is coming up this Wednesday on ABC. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, yo, it's Loveline. Come on,
Loveline.
Yeah. Angie Everhart is here tonight. Angie's got a younger sister named Amber.
Whoa.
Is that what it says? Yeah, I'm just looking at it. That's just a perfect name for her. I bet she's hot.
Amber?
Yeah. She got that amber-colored hair like you?
She's got jet black hair.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did she color it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She used to be blonde. Now she's got jet black.
Yeah. What, is she a model, too?
No.
No. What's she do? She does something?
I don't think she has a job at the moment.
That's a turn-on.
Yeah.
For a guy. All right. That's always nice. Like, less going. Like, when you hear that they're doing a whole bunch of stuff, it's always like, yeah, big deal. She's a scientist. She's a martial arts instructor. And she's a composer. Guys
do not like challenges.
Yeah, it's no good. We're going to just have her sitting home ordering Pink Dot and smoking weed.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we like that.
Listen, we're talking
You've got to be kidding me.
Male motivational priorities. If we don't work to overcome them,
because I'm busy, I'm unattractive to you.
No, I think guys think, oh, meets lots of guys. Ugh,
yeah, no,
too competitive.
It's not that you're attractive to. Here's the thing: if you stayed home, ate pizza and watched The Price is Right, and ate pot brownies, you would be marginally less attractive than if you were out doing these lingerie bowls and celebrity moles and race car driving and all that kind of stuff.
As opposed to if you're male.
You're more attractive out doing everything you're doing now, but it sounds like we can't get you now. You see?
That's our guy's thing.
Yeah, she's hanging out with Corbin Bernstein.
Yeah.
Bernstein,
Now, switch it around. The guy version of this, the guy who's racing as opposed to the guy who's sitting eating pizza.
Much more attractive. 1,000 million times.
It's a vast difference.
Yeah,
so I should just leave the show now and go home and
have pizza.
Order pizza.
Yeah.
I'm doomed.
We'll be around.
I'm doomed to be single forever. Is that what it is?
We'll be coming around. Yeah, what is it? What, are you single?
I am.
What's up? You set your goals too high. Just find a nice regular guy. You want a show
I think I actually found a regular guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's he do? Yeah, he's like a producer or something, though, right? Just a regular guy?
Regular guy.
Regular job?
Yeah.
It's much better. Here's what. Let me explain what you women should do, and I think a lot of you do, is you go out and you have your kicks. Mm-hmm. You're model, you travel, you're with exciting guys, you roll around with Sting for 17 hours, roll around with Charlie Sheen, you have a good time. You do the Hollywood scene. Mm-hmm. And then you start getting into your mid-30s, you start to calm down a little, you got the biological clock ticking, and you realize you don't need some guys banging your best friend, calling in escorts and doing a mound of coke. And you just want some stable guy. You don't want some guy, you don't want to be a bricklayer, but you find some guys like a dentist and you settle in. You've had your fun. He's a couple years older than you.
I just been holding out for love.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to settle for anything else, so that's what I'm holding out for.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm in love with the notion of being in love. Drew knows that. You know what I'm saying?
You've always said that.
That's right.
You have a great wife, Adam.
Yes, she's great. Yeah, Angie and my wife at the banquet after the race, they sat down and they just were thick as thieves. Yeah, a few boozes. They both have a strong love of Van Halen, and they just had a little white trash off. I got loaded and made my way to another table. No one plays the air guitar like my wife. All right, let's do a little, you want to do a Germany or Florida, Drew?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Charlie?
Hi.
Yes, you're 14. It's time to play Germany or Florida.
Okay. A man was put on trial for attempted murder. When his girlfriend caught him cheating, she moved in with her 17-year-old daughter. Apparently, he didn't take rejection well. He told the police after the fact that he stole the radioactive material to test the plant's security. Yes, he stole radioactive material from a power plant that he worked at, hired a private eye to find her apartment, broke in and contaminated her food and sleeping quarters, and then on a routine medical checkup, doctors said she had 10 times the amount of radiation considered healthy. She literally glowed in the dark. Now she has to live...
Hold on a second. She didn't glow in the dark.
First of all, yeah, that's Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Where they glow in the dark after.
Okay.
Secondly, there's no such thing as a routine medical workup on this planet that would include a Geiger counter.
Medical...
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a routine medical checkup that would detect radiation.
But Drew, if a patient came in literally glowing,
you might think of radiation.
Like one of those sticks you snap.
Only if she started like growing like an insect antenna, growing to proportionate size, giant sizes.
All right, this story's got a few gaping holes in it.
Yes.
But is it Germany? Or is it Florida?
The mother moving in with the 17-year-old daughter screams Florida.
Yeah, but the power plant and the contamination from the power plant does have a sort of German feel to it.
Because they don't have nuclear power really in Florida, do they?
I don't know.
But that would be Texas.
I think we're going Germany on this.
Right,
we go Germany?
I'll go with you.
We go Germany, Charlie.
Yep, you guys are right.
Germany's right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you and mahala. Literally, and then literally, by the way, we need to reel that in just a little bit, like where the guy goes, I jumped out. I literally jumped out of my skin. Literally jumped out of my skin. No. You can't use the hyperbole with the literally in front of it.
No.
Just glowing. No, literally glowing.
You can just say glowing, but not literally.
Yeah, I understand. After I ate some 3-alarm chili, my ass was literally on fire. Literally.
Torch, flame. Literally.
No,
actually. Genuinely.
It ruins the literally for the people who need to use the literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't literally.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a routine medical workup ever on the earth that would include a radiation check, a Geiger
You're just
counter.
jealous because you don't do that for your patients.
Never
Drew.
happened.
You're
not
just,
in a million
someone's
years.
jealous. All right, who do we want to talk to? Nick, engaged a 24-year-old woman.
I want to take a break.
17? Oh, you want to take a break?
Yeah.
But I can't take a break because there's people that need help. Nick?
Yeah, what's up?
You're 17?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're engaged to a 24-year-old woman?
Yeah, she's almost 25.
Okay.
And what's the question?
Well, there's a dilemma because, we're wanting to get married, and my mother doesn't approve of it, so it's going to create a lot of tension between us and my mother and her family and my family and so on and so forth, and I'm just trying to figure out how I can just get her to accept it.
What kind of things is she disturbed about with this woman?
My age and her age. She thinks...
Well, it's 7 years. All right, what else?
She thinks it's a codependent relationship due to that.
No doubt it is. But what else? Anything else going on?
She's just entirely against it.
This is your mother.
Nothing else about this woman would upset your mom.
Say what?
She's otherwise a perfectly suitable candidate for marriage. This 24.
Well, she's got 4 kids also.
Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Oh, by the way.
Wow.
You don't even.
Actually, if you get married, make it 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 7. You also.
Be the 5th.
Nick will be the 5th. But Nick, you don't even know what that means to take care of 4 kids. Please, come on.
You're
don't
17.
Even understand.
Why are you in such a rush to get married?
Well, due to the fact that I lived my life a little bit too early.
Hold on, because I live my life a quarter mile at a time, like Vin Diesel did in The Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, by your own rules.
And I play by my own rules. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you're still 17.
Yeah.
I grew up fast, too, but I'm not married either.
Let's take a... well, she's waiting for true love.
Yes.
She's in love with that.
I'm waiting for the idea of love.
I'm in love with the notion of being in love. And Sting. We got to take a quick break. Angie Everhart here. We'll get back with Nick. We'll talk him out of this after this. Everybody, Loveline.
It's your birthday?
Yeah. Oh, can't get enough of those Eagles. Boy, do they suck. They're in the top of my don't need to hear another song from this band ever again list. The Eagles? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except for that witchy woman. Oh, that's sketchy. Yeah. You guys who are listening to the show, Angie Everhart is here, by the way, talking about the Celebrity Mole, ABC Wednesday nights. Angie's old enough to remember, so is Drew, that rock groups used to write songs about devil women and witchy women. And women being like cats.
Yeah, women that cast spells on you.
Gypsy women.
Yeah, women that cast spells on you.
Yeah.
And spooky women. And
gypsy cat women. Yeah. Evil.
Brown-eyed woman.
Evil women.
You're talking about evil
spells.
Women.
Yeah.
You're saying I'm an evil woman?
But then the men were all rambling man, so they couldn't help themselves. Like, what are you going to do?
You have to ramble if the woman's going to be a devil woman.
Of course.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What is the definition of a devil woman?
She's got the cat's eyes. She's got the 9 lives. She draws you in with her beauty. She's not some fat chick with bad skin. She's beautiful. She brings you in. She seduces you. She brings you into her web, and then the devil woman comes out. Not quite sure what she does at that point, but that's why I'm a rambling guy.
Right.
Have to ramble.
Have to.
Yeah, it would make sense. And by the way, the guys who rambled, they rambled from good women. It would make more sense if they rambled from the devil woman.
Right.
Like if they combined the two song genres. Like, I'm sorry, I got to ramble because you're a devil woman. But instead it's like, I got to ramble and you're great. Which sends a very bad message to the young girls listening. Yeah?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
I'm a whiskey-drinking, rambling man, but it's okay because you're a devil woman. So I got to ramble.
All right, back to Nick.
Yeah. And here's the thing about the 70s, too. Once you got the label of being a rambling man, there's nothing you could do.
What are you gonna,
I love you. I love the home. I love your bed. I love your car. Here's my problem.
I'm that guy.
Rambling man.
That's me.
I'm a rambler. Got to ramble. Don't want to. Have to. Maybe next time when I'm in town again, I'll come by and see you. But that I'm rambling around.
And you know that.
I hope I find a rambling man.
That dad of you.
I'm a rambler.
Pops who abandoned, ignored you,
or at least somebody who can play it.
Pops who neglected you.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay because he was Rolling Stone.
He was a Rolling Stone.
He had to do that.
He was a rambler.
That's why he neglected him.
Precursor to the rambling man was the Rolling Stone.
That's right.
Yeah, he had to ramble. He had to roll. That's all right. That's the kind of guy he was.
Back to Nick.
All right. More likely they're abusive, alcoholic pedophiles, but it's not as glamorous to sing about that. And have you ever tried to rhyme anything with pedophile?
Well, not with abusive, alcoholic pedophile. No, I can't say I have.
Nick? Yeah, better just call yourself a rambling guy.
It's code for that.
Nick?
What's up?
All right, Nick, so she has 4 kids. Is she an alcoholic?
All right, do a real recap here, Drew.
Yeah, Nick is a 17-year-old.
Nick should learn to ramble, by the way.
He may become one, who wants to marry a 24-year-old with 4 children, and mom's upset. Then we're saying, hey, Nick, what's the hurry, A? B, your girlfriend's got to have a hellacious history and is looking just for a life preserver now. For whatever reason, you're the kind of person that needs to rescue someone in distress. The damsel in distress. Why do you need to do that?
I don't see it as that way. Before I met her, she didn't want to be with another guy, and we met, and it happened.
She didn't want to be with another man, but she was all right with being with a teenager.
Right.
Because her last guy was an a-hole.
And beat the crap out of her.
Are her 4 children from the same man?
No, 2 different guys.
5 guys.
And the last guy wasn't sort of an abusive a-hole?
The first one was. The second one, she really couldn't get along with. She was married to him, and she left him. I mean, she can get along with him outside the state.
Let me defend young Nick for just 1 second. Once in a while, make a case for him. Once in a while, you get these old soul guys.
Not at 17. Not at 17. Not with 4 kids involved.
Okay. Yeah, it is negligent for a guy to step in a stepfather role when he is not mature enough himself.
Right.
So, I mean, you're 4 years away from buying a six-pack.
Do you really think that you were mature at 17?
Oh, my God.
Say what?
Us?
Yes.
Us?
Were you?
My
you
God.
two? Were you?
No, listen.
No.
I was beating
Adam's
off to
not
a
mature
rash
now.
box when I was 17.
No, we were 20. We were barely there at 30.
Yeah. But you don't know that.
You don't. At 17, you think you got it all together.
Right. Okay.
So his intentions are good.
Well, of course, but he wants to rescue her, and that's what you're doing. You're making rationalizations about why she doesn't get along with these abusive, abandoning a-holes, and she wasn't looking for a relationship, but then it just happened. Things don't just happen; they happen because of something.
Well, let's just say you don't have to break up with her, but you shouldn't marry her. And
what is
I
his
agree with your
question, by
mother.
the way?
He wants to know what to do about his mom. And by the way, look, Nick's going to do what Nick wants to do, and I'm sure Nick's mom has been disappointed before.
Well, your mom's just worried. She doesn't want you to get married at 17. She wants you to go out and have fun and be a kid and do things that other 17-year-olds are doing.
His life can be concluded at that point. He'll be responsible for 5 lives, and the unfortunate ex-girlfriend is going to be a handful.
No, she's a mess. No. She's a mess.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And yes, Drew and I were talking on the way to the bathroom about this, by the way, when he was saying that she was looking for a lifesaver.
By the way, why do you guys go to the bathroom together?
So
That's a little
talk.
strange.
So we can watch.
We're not actually the same toilet, not the same latrine.
Okay, because that was a little strange to me. You left me sitting here and you're like, dude, let's go to the bathroom.
No, he said, let's go pee.
Let's go pee.
Yeah, that's the time we talk.
Okay.
That's when
we don't talk enough on the air. We need to talk.
That's when we really get to talk.
I found that a little bizarro.
Yeah.
She can come with us next time.
Yeah, you go with us. Number 1. I mean, we don't know with a girl. You really don't. You really have to take their word for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if you were, in your case, it would
that is the thing. That's the too. It's like if you walk in on a woman who's going to the bathroom, you almost always assume number 1, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you?
Because they don't do the other one.
Yeah, they don't do the other one. But if you walk in on a guy sitting down, well, there's no math to be done.
They let you know.
Yeah, but he's taking a crap. It must be nice.
But even if there were a question,
I know this is simple math that others have worked out before
That's
me.
That's definitely
but
a quick retreat.
As a guy, it does suck. I mean, as a guy, I took a crap at work today.
Tell me all about it.
Okay, I was over at the Kimmel show. And I took a.
By the way, women love the crap and fart talk. They love that. Angie's completely turned on by this right now.
Did you see me turn my head?
Yeah, she was like,
okay.
"Oh my God."
Listen, and I'm not proud of it, but once in a while you gotta lay a little cable at work. It happens. It happens. You miss. You know what? My timing
Chris
is
likes
off.
It. Chris is into it.
My timing is off, Chris, because of the vacation. Normally, I look at crapping at work as poor form.
Yeah.
You know, now look, if you're working 14 hours, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But if you're only there, and I'm only there about 5-6 hours a day, I can make it. I can time it. You know what I mean? Everyone should get their timing. drink your cup of coffee, take your dump at home before you leave, get in your car, go to work, and then when you come home, you take your dump at night, if that's your rhythm. I got caught off guard because I was on vacation time. My colon was on a completely different time zone, and all of a sudden it was 4 o'clock.
It needs to be checked, by the way.
We're gonna put some cable up there, right, Drew, with a camera on it. Yeah. Anyway, I had to take a crap, but it's a bathroom that services like an entire floor. There's 80 people that are going to roll through there, so you want to do your work fast.
Yeah.
As a woman, you just plop down there because no one knows what you're doing.
Right.
They just assume it's number one.
Right.
I think women would prefer. I prefer to do it at home.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
at work, it's not a.
If you are in public, you don't get the judgment that I get. They walk in, they see my shoes and pants around my ankles, they know what's going on. Yeah.
Well, because we have stalls and doors.
Oh, you have dignity. You get dignity. All right, we going here, Drew?
Yeah.
Line 6. Bill?
Hello?
You're 22?
Yeah.
Yeah. I already don't believe Bill.
I don't either.
I have no idea what his question is.
See, that's how you tell a bogus call.
Just don't believe him.
Yeah.
No. Hey. Okay.
Now he's going to try to convince us.
Go ahead.
Okay, my question is, my penis smells, and I shower regularly.
All right.
Sometimes in between showers, I'll even rinse it, with water.
Yep.
And it still smells,
Yeah, no, I believe you.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, well, it's probably not your penis. It's probably your sack that smells.
No, because sometimes when I'm jerking off, I could smell it. Not my nutsack.
How can you tell the difference? How close is your nose to the different parts of your genitalia?
Yeah, no. Well, what state are your balls in? Arizona? Your nutsack is 2 millimeters away from your penis. What do you thought? I know the difference.
No, well, I'll catch a whiff of my hand.
Are you uncircumcised, bogus?
Now it's bogus.
Yeah, I know. Let's ask if he's uncircumcised. Just curious. Uncircumcised or circumcised?
Uncircumcised.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of bacteria that can grow in those dark and those dark crevices, and you got to get that all cleaned out regularly and dry as a bone.
What can I use to rinse with?
It's like having half a vagina.
In a way.
Being uncircumcised.
Yeah.
There's a little maintenance involved down there. It's like ladies got a little maintenance involved, uncircumcised, a little maintenance involved.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, what can you... This is why this is...
Yeah,
what do you mean? What, lantern oil? what do you mean, you dork? You use soap.
Well, I shower with soap. Come on, I don't just run through the water.
And then do you make it? You take a hair dryer and dry it all out so it's completely dry afterwards?
Oh, you'd have to beat off if you took a hair dryer.
That's what you do. A handheld hair dryer till it's completely dry.
Here's the thing. Yes,
the moisture allows the bacteria to grow in the clothes.
Use a little liquid soap on there, and then pull that foreskin back and dry it off.
Yeah.
Try some Dove soap.
A little Dove.
Yeah. Maybe antibacterial soaps too.
Yeah, dry. Yeah, the moisture. That's what'll get you.
Moisture and the lack of oxygen. Those are the things that make it smell.
I got a buddy who's got one of those blowers in his bathroom. Just like you'd have at the airport. Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
That's strange.
That is weird.
It's easy to do.
I'm sure it is, but it's such an interesting impulse to put an industrial blower in your men's room.
I got some urinals in one of my homes.
No, that's true. You got it in your garage.
Ooh,
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I do. Here's the point. There's a handful of things out there that you only think are for the airport bathroom.
Yeah.
You can have them at your house.
And they're good.
You can get on the internet. They catalog, $225. Get one of these things. You bolt on a wall, little 110 or 220. I don't know what you run to it. Next thing you know, and put it up high. It's blowing on your head. Mm-hmm. Dig that. Getting out of the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that is? That's somebody who grew up in New England or like Minnesota.
Wrong.
No, because that's where they learn that. They can't go outside without standing on one of those things.
No, you're exactly right, except for you just have to replace New England with Tarzana.
Didn't go to school in New England?
No, he's just a smart guy who likes his stuff.
He has to have lived in somewhere cold.
No. 0. Jack?
Hey.
You're 15?
Yeah, I'm 15. I have a question about crystal meth and sex drive.
Mm-hmm.
If you use crystal meth like 2-3 times a day, and then...
Hold on, isn't it speed? Isn't it supposed to be speed? Why does it sound like you've been snorting Quaaludes?
He's doing something else also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix, but it's mostly...
You're doing Klonopin or Valium or something?
No, well, Whatever.
Yeah, you're doing a bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay. Because he doesn't sound sped up.
No.
Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, I'm not right now, but
No kidding.
anyways, it doesn't matter if I'm jacking off or it's with a girl. It's just like it's totally gone. Sex drive is gone. I don't even want it anymore.
That's correct. That's what a stimulant will do.
Well, don't you find that doing crystal meth 2 or 3 times a day is non-productive anyway?
Yeah, it is, but like I'm trying to stop. I got caught and everything. I'm in jam and everything. So, but
you're in jail?
Jam. It's like a drug program, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And you're using in treatment?
That's what they called it when they rammed that thing up Drew's ass last week.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're using in treatment? You're in treatment and you're still using drugs?
Not really.
Well, not really. You sound like
not really.
You sound wasted right now.
You better hope you're using drugs.
Anyway, the great news about speed is it damages your brain, so you can add that into the symptoms you're going to have going forward.
Wait a minute, Drew. That's not good news. Oh, you've been sarcastic.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
Look, you're 15 years old.
Uh-huh.
That's very young. So you should get with that drug program, and you should focus on that and forget about what your penis is doing.
Yeah.
And listen.
Which one do you like better, crystal meth or sex?
I'm in it. Oh. We should ask Jack. Well, Jack's 15.
He's a drug addict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack, please. Yeah. I mean, look, everybody. Here's the whole thing. When you're young, you're just like a new car. You just drive the hell out of it. You don't have to change any fluids or oils or do any. You don't have to do anything. But believe me, time passes quickly, and the wheels will come off the wagon, and you'll do irreparable damage.
But not that with these kids, they miss the development.
Yeah,
they actually don't develop emotionally through the adolescence. The brain is stunted.
That's a very good point, which is a lot of people, and as a society, we don't put a premium on the knowing more than you did the year before.
Oh, especially now. Listen, the frontal lobes of the brain is where you're processing interpersonal things and social skills and coping and regulation of your emotional systems. Those areas don't grow if you're on drugs.
All right,
they stop growing.
But I'm gonna expand it just a little bit and say that no matter what your age is, you should know a little more than you did the year before. And then eventually you get old and everything starts coming undone. But that's fine. We don't seem to put much of a premium on it. And whatever age you are, sort of the age you are, and you sort of perpetually feel that age. And I think there's a lot of 15-year-olds that just feel like, well, I'm 15 and, I'm done. My brain's done. I'm done. You smoke a lot of weed or do a lot of drugs starting at 15. You'll get to 40, you'll be 15.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You will not have consumed any of this knowledge that is out and about. Yep. Yes, you won't have developed, and it becomes exquisitely clear when you're 40 and you're talking to one of these guys who's 40 but he's really 15.
Oh yeah,
and it's hard to get a gig too. It's hard to get a job. So please understand that.
And it's hard to feel okay. They feel constantly deficient and unhappy.
All right.
Because one of the main functions of self is to be able to regulate your emotions. Can't do it.
All right, we can talk to Sam from Salt Lake City, but that'd be 3 dudes in a row, and I'm just tired of these guys that are too cool for school. They act like you called them up at home. Yeah, what? Shut up, you 15-year-old jack-offs. How dare you? Calling us up and then pretending like we called you, and then you're so cool. There's nothing worse than a cool guy. Is there?
I agree.
It's too smooth. So they're all loose. They got everything's figured out. I know what's going on. Yeah. But you're getting turned on. You like those kind of guys, don't you?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. You like dorky guys who talk a lot, right?
I like funny guys.
Yeah.
Funny dorky guys with nasally drones. You're in.
Yeah. Keisha?
Yeah?
You're 15?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on?
Okay, I'm going out with this girl named Andrea, and we've been going out for about a year.
And we don't get bogus from chicks too much, but when you start off with the name, it feels bogus.
No.
Liar, whore, and you know it.
Keisha's a girl, right?
Keisha's a girl.
Going out with Andrea. Keep going.
Okay, we've been going out for about a year, and it's...
Sounds like she's laughing.
Yeah, it was a worrisome pause. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I want to tell my mom, and, like, my mom's
Why?
homophobic.
Why would you want to tell your mom?
Like, I just feel weird. Andrew's parents know. My girlfriend's parents know. And it's...
And how do they react to this?
They really didn't care, because they're really... they're just... I don't know. They really don't have a problem with it or anything. But...
What is it that her parents know?
They know that we're going out and stuff. And that we're gay. Whatever, lesbian.
Yeah, how old is your girlfriend?
15.
15.
Yeah.
Says here your dad's in jail?
Yeah.
Why is he in jail?
He's in jail because attempted murder for about kidnapping my mom, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. He's kind of like I kind of think that I'm a lesbian because of my dad, because he used to beat me when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah.
That happens. That happens.
And stuff like that.
All right.
And
well, listen. Yeah, Keisha.
Yeah.
Okay, you realize I'm a genius, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then just listen to everything I tell you, would you please?
Yeah.
Okay, that's after all, that's why you called, right?
Yeah.
You want an audience with the genius, and now I'm going to impart my knowledge to you, but you have to do what I tell you to do.
Okay.
All right, you're 15, you're a mess. Your dad's in jail for trying to kill your mom.
You're a trauma survivor.
Your mom is the kind of woman who'd be attracted to a guy like this. This is a cluster F to the 10th degree, okay? Mm-hmm. Now you're acting out, as you should. I mean, this is what happens. You telling your mom how you are is just an attempt to get her back for what she's put you through.
That's right. That's exactly what that is. The only reason you need to tell her anything. A 15-year-old's impulse is to hide everything from mom.
You shouldn't tell them anything.
Well, that's your impulse. Anyway, you should tell them, but your impulse is to tell them nothing. When you have to tell her something, it's for an effect.
Right. So what your impulse should be to get some therapy, some counseling.
Could it be possible that she just wants to be comfortable at home?
No.
There's no possibility.
Because she knows
she's comfortable at her girlfriend's parents' house.
No, she knows if she tells the homophobic mom, there will be hell to be paid. It will erupt into total chaos. It's not going to be comfortable. You can't change who the mom is, but that's what she wants. She wants that chaos.
Well, maybe she wants to be honest with her mom.
No. No, it's not. Look, 90% of honesty from people under 30 is just BS. It's just them just foisting their crap on other people. Like when these a-holes make these announcements of, hey, I'm straightforward, I'm honest, I look in the eye, I tell you what I think, and hey, if you can't handle that, that's your problem. No, you're an a-hole. That's what it is. And Keisha over here is paying back her mom for the horrible life that she's created for her.
Yeah.
And your mother is homophobic. She would go through the roof if she found out about it.
You know it's going to hurt mom, and so you're going to do that, yeah.
Right.
You want to hurt mom.
Now, meanwhile, all you do is make life horrible for yourself.
Right. The reality is
because you're living with this woman.
If you were looking out for yourself, you'd fly low because you know she's homophobic, and why put yourself through that misery? It's not going to change her. It's going to make her worse.
Boy, you guys should do a show because you guys are really good. You're quick.
We're thinking about getting a radio gig going.
A what?
Hey, Keisha?
Yeah?
All right, so look, baby doll, there's time for you, but here's the deal. It's as if you have some cancer because of your horrible childhood, and if you want to ignore it, it's going to kill you. Right. You have to get some chemo. You got to get some. You have to go in and get some treatment.
You're a trauma survivor.
How about you get some treatment for this?
Not to change your sexual orientation, but to But we're most concerned by the impulse to tell mom.
Yeah, we don't care about the lesbian stuff. As a matter of fact, we're glad.
Yeah.
It just means you're not going to crap out a bunch of crappy kids and screw them up with some biker.
I go to the therapist a lot.
Good.
Good. What does your therapist say about you telling your mom?
He says, he tells me to do it. Like, I'm just kind of scared to, though. Like, I want to, but I'm scared.
Don't tell her.
Why do you want to tell your mom?
I don't know, just because. It's like, I guess you guys kind of right, because I guess it would make me feel a bit better.
Yeah, but it's going to make things worse. That's the reality.
It'd make you feel better, just like, why don't you just whack her over the head with a bar stool?
That would make you feel better, too.
It'd make you feel better, too.
Yeah. Me and my therapist talk about, like, me being lesbian and stuff, because I need to talk about that a lot, because I feel really screwed up, just in so many ways, because I have ADHD, ODD, OCD, anxiety disorder, depression, and I'm a black Jewish lesbian. So
you're black? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Black Jewish?
Yeah.
This is not. Lesbian, fine. Black, fine. Because now this is all fit in the prison.
Mom maybe is the.
Who's the Jew? Not Dad.
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't allow Jews in prison. Like a special ward, the Beth Hillel ward. There's no Jews in prison. You know, there's no atheists in foxholes. There's no Jews in prison. All right.
You should stay with the therapist.
Keisha, yeah,
good.
And look, and listen. No one gives a rat's ass what you are.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Don't start getting into that. And don't. I know you're mad and you want to lash out against society and everyone in it. Don't start getting into that. Well, I'm black. I'm a lesbian. I'm Jewish. So everybody's no. Listen, everybody.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. They really don't.
Everybody's too into their own ass.
And look, I'm not saying that people aren't whatever racist or sexist or whatever. They are. But you know what? Not enough to act on it. That's the thing that everyone's got to understand. Yes. People don't like other cultures, oftentimes. People don't like other religions, oftentimes. People are sexist, homophobic. They're all these things. But here's the reality is, less than 1/10 of 1% will ever act on it.
You never know it.
That's the part that screws your argument up. Yeah, there's a bunch of white guys walking around that are angry about the gays, that are angry about the Jews, that are angry about the black. Yeah, but they never do anything. So it shouldn't affect you. Just move forward. Stop pretending. And by the way, if you don't get the job, it's because you're angry and a victim of abuse. That's what's freaking your potential employer out, not the Jewish lesbian thing. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll take a quick break. Angie Everhart over here.
Should we go for a pee?
Let's go for a pee. I'm going to be sitting down, though, in solidarity. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Angie Everhart is here tonight from Celebrity Mole.
Good evening.
Coming up this Wednesday on ABC. I'm going to tell you to start watching at 8. Play it safe.
Yeah. Well, it's 7:30.
No, 8 a.m.
Oh, okay.
I mean a.m.
Yeah, on ABC, yeah.
You get a good
8 a.m.?
Good 13.
Just make sure you're on ABC the entire 12
keep it on
period.
ABC.
Yeah.
Just watch ABC all day long.
Might come on at 8, might come on at 9, but you just watch. And don't worry, get there early. Because you want to get your place in line. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to be watching that show. Jeremy McGrath is coming in here tomorrow night, who we're just speaking of earlier in the show, and he's doing something with Speed Vision, who's coming on, or Speed Channel. They change it from Speed Vision to Speed Channel. So he's going to come in here tomorrow and talk about that. I'm guessing something to do with motocross. And I'm going to give a stern talking to with the Speed Vision tards over there with all this NASCAR crap they do.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, I'm not going to get into it, but they used to run all sorts of cool stuff, and it's become all NASCAR stuff, and this is the form of racing for retards, everybody. Stop playing to this audience.
A lot of people like it, though.
A lot of idiots like it.
But it's a huge
NASCAR?
audience.
Yes, but listen, here's the thing about idiots.
A lot of people
we
like
need to
it.
steer them, much like you steer the NASCAR. We need to take all the tards that are really into NASCAR and point them in the right direction toward other forms of motor racing. You understand? Yes, people, you can make this argument for everything. Yeah, people like
Why don't you
Carolina.
like NASCAR?
It's
Just because it's a one-turn?
The cars suck. I don't like the cars. There's nothing good about it. Like, half of motor racing is the cars. And the NASCARs, they just suck. Just old push rod V8, iron block V8s. Who cares? And they just go in a circle. It's just no good. It's no fun to watch. I know they're trading paint, getting in accidents and all that, but it's just hillbilly entertainment to me. I want to see some sports. Call me a hillbilly. No, you like that too? Brendan?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's up?
I just wanted to ask Angie, did you work with Dennis Rodman on that Celebrity Mole?
I sure did.
He's coming up here, by the way.
What was that like?
Yeah, what was that like?
Dennis was pretty surprising. I expected him to be a lot crazier than he was. He definitely told some interesting stories.
Yeah, that's what I was always wondering, if it was kind of just a front or if he really was crazy like that.
Oh, no, he's
crazy
like that.
He just was behaving himself for the cameras.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. He just was on good behavior these 2 weeks. Yeah. It just happened to be that he was nice these 2 weeks.
Did he get drunk and do anything stupid?
No. I think that's why he was sober.
Oh, all right.
And Adam, I just wanted to tell you, I just saw that Family Guy where he did the voiceover. It's hilarious.
Oh,
which
is
one?
The Voice of Death?
Yeah, the death one. It's great.
When you wish that Dad were still dead?
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Brendan.
And Drew, I'm looking forward to reading your book, man.
Thanks, Brendan.
Wow, look at that.
Nice.
Ass kissing all the way around.
That's good.
Angie fan, Adam fan, and Drew fan. That's it. This is the new Mod Squad right here. I'm the black guy. I'm Link. Yeah?
Yeah.
Take this on the road. We could hang. My boyish charms.
I'll hang out with you guys.
Angie's tomboy attitude mixed with the supermodel good looks.
We all like cars.
Yeah, we all like cars.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's keep rolling forward. And
I prefer not to crash them. But...
poop in each other's food and like in each other's refrigerators and in each other's bed. And
Liz?
yes.
What was that all
Who are
about?
you speaking to?
Sorry, I was explaining to my fiance why I was calling.
Oh, all right. You're 25.
He was wondering why I was calling Loveline.
Well, you can tell
I was
us.
explaining that it wasn't because of a sexual problem.
And what is it?
What is it?
Well, I was just calling because earlier you guys were talking about how girls don't appreciate poop humor, and I was just going to let you know that there are plenty of women in the world that do find poop very funny.
Yeah, 9 women on the entire
What's that?
planet. You and 8 other women. There's
Me
a total
and
of
8
9.
other women? Well, I know one other because I live in a household with one other woman and two other guys, and we have a running joke in our house that we have kind of over a couple years started collecting fake poop, and it started as a running joke that we hide it in various places around the house for people to find.
That's not poop home humor. That's novelty humor.
Yeah.
That's not specifically poop humor. Even though you're using the poop.
That's like saying hold on a second. That's like saying I'm into farts. I like whoopee cushion. Yeah,
exactly.
It's not the same thing.
No, it's different.
No, not a purist.
No, because that's not real at all. There's no odor involved. There's
it's not
no
the fart. It's just embarrassment,
I don't even like the lack of
surprise,
poop.
novelty. Yeah,
that's not my thing.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what was funny though. My wife was beating my behind the other night. And
I beg your pardon.
I was just lying on the sofa wearing the sweatpants, and she was just sort of smacking my ass.
Oh, and you farted
repetitively, and I blasted one off. Oh, it was good.
Did you do it on purpose?
Oh, hell yes.
And I bet she laughed, though, and she was like, ah.
She got angry.
Well,
she gets angry, of course.
She had to because she'd been beating my behind. But it's always funny if you
So
can...
you farted on her hand?
Well...
In her face, be fair.
No, but you're going to smack someone in the behind.
You're asking for trouble.
You punch somebody, they might defend themselves.
That's right.
It's no different.
And, though...
Yes.
You felt gleeful afterwards.
Nothing better. Nothing better than answering a question with a fart. That's always that's always the funniest one.
Did she keep hitting you, or did she back off at that point?
No, she was really disgusted.
And then she left the room. Of course.
One of the most...
she left the room, right?
She just started yelling.
Yeah.
One of the greatest moments of my life, and it sounds like nothing, but it really meant a lot to me, is when I said to Bobcat... No. Well, when I farted in the coffee can and Jimmy sniffed it, that was the greatest moment, the proudest moment of my life. I mean, I haven't had children yet, but I have been married. I can tell you it was much better than marriage. You know, guys do that. They feel like I kiss a little ass. I go, well, winning the national championship. Second to marriage, because their wife's always around. Second to getting married, and of course my 3 children. This is the greatest. They have to say that. And of course, that's not the truth, though. The marriage is it's like pulling teeth for guys. No guys cares about their marriage. But here's the thing. Yeah, blowing that fart in that coffee can that Jimmy then inhaled.
Buried his hand.
Absolutely the greatest moment of my life. But what was I talking about?
Some other with the Bobcat.
Oh, when I said the Bobcat, Bob and I were just alone in our office once over at the Man Show. And I said, Bob, is it true that you can fart whenever you want? And there's a beat, and there's just, and all I heard was, I thought, wow, that's the best answer you could have. I would have accepted yes. Like, he really could have just said, yeah, I can. But the fart, never should have been more definitive answer.
And the ultimate punctuation.
That's it.
It's an exclamation point.
Done. Never asked again.
He didn't have to open his mouth. No words.
Fart humor is different, though. Fart humor is funny.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, that was.
You like it? Oh, you don't like the
fart
poo.
humor.
You don't like the poo.
Poo humor is a little less.
Yeah.
Well, Liz is gone. I was curious if she had brothers. That would sort of make it.
But listen, the lacquered doggy doo-doo, novelty doo-doo, not good for us either. No, thank you. Sam?
Yeah?
You're 17?
Yeah.
You just got your penis pierced?
No, I actually got it done this summer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, I just got out of wrestling today, and shouting down on my wrestling coach, saw my piercing, and he came up to me and, like, confronted me about it and was just talking to me about it, and then he brought up the question about me being sterile for some odd reason, and I never thought about that before I got it, and
bogus.
So I called.
What are you talking about, sterile? What are you talking about?
Like,
how would a piercing prevent you from producing sperm?
Like, would it all, like, if an infection occurred, would it, like, cause the sperm to be altered at all?
If they had to cut your penis off,
you'd have trouble delivering the sperm. Yes, then you'd have trouble, but it would not change the sperm.
But the idea of wrestling with a penis piercing sounds.
How did he
like
see the piercing?
Dancing with the devil.
Your coach saw the piercing. How did that happen?
Like,
How?
I just getting out of the shower, he just came into the locker room.
No. Really? The coach is walking around the shower?
And while you're nude, he comes up and goes, "Hey, you're gonna be sterile from that?" What does he mean, sterile?
Sam, talk about your dork for a moment.
No, he's just like, he was just in there fixing the scale.
All right, I believe him now.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Sam, what weight division do you wrestle
I
in?
wrestle 189.
189.
Wow. Yeah.
And what is it about wrestling, by the way? These guys are just constantly losing weight. They're like spitting in a cup and sweating. I know.
Sounds like a few models I know.
you want to wrestle as in the lighter division as possible, but at a certain point, aren't you weaker?
Yeah, guys who cut a lot of weight don't have a lot of energy. So.
Yeah. It's just get to the one you're most comfortable in. All right, listen, Sam. You take the piercing out before you get on the mat.
Oh no, I tape it.
What kind of piercing is it?
It's a buccal piercing. It's right underneath the head. It's like a 14 gauge.
Buccal.
Across.
Yeah, like right underneath. It's not through. It's underneath.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's nothing to do with sterility. It can affect erectile function. It can get infected. It can tear. All kinds of things can happen.
You wear a cup when you wrestle?
No, I just put some gauze around it and some tape so it doesn't catch on anything.
How about just breaking down and getting a cup, though? The wrestlers use cups? You never see them with the cups. I'm shocked and appalled after 10 years of playing organized football and having the cup being the centerpiece of my uniform. I mean, I played 7 years of Pop Warner football. They made you knock on your cup.
Yeah.
Like you would do a whole breakdown. Like the refs would line everyone up, like thigh pads, everyone thump, 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 shoulder pads, cup. You'd hear knocking, knock, knock, knock.
I'm going to do that at the Lingerie Bowl.
You knock on that cup. You had to wear a cup.
They show a ritual where they start out there, the Lingerie Bowl that way.
Yeah.
Shoulders, thighs, cup.
I'm amazed. You talk to pro NFL players. No, I'm not wearing a cup.
What?
No. They don't wear a cup, and then you talk to like these supercross racers and wrestlers. No one wears a cup anymore.
What?
Yeah, wear the cup, fellas.
Maybe we got to really work on that technology bit too. Make something
like a
gel
flex.
And
I could see the hard cup not working well with the wrestling, but certainly you got to do something. Put a little shoe leather in there or something.
Anyway, the people are very confused about.
Yes, they are. Okay.
The sterility.
This guy, he's calling from Salt Lake City, by the way, with the big penis piercing.
Yeah.
This seemed like a great
barbell
mixture.
through his penis. Nice.
Angie Everhart is in studio tonight. We'll take ourselves a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, it's Loveline, everybody. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Jeremy McGrath in here tomorrow night. And Angie Everhart in here tonight. I'm going to try to wrangle some of those Super Bowl and motocross tickets from Jeremy. That's a big night for me. Go out to Anaheim.
Jesse James is going to be at the Super Bowl doing something. I think he's driving Janet Jackson in. He was also in the race with us.
That's right. Monster Garage. We're, Drew, maybe you go over that with me, huh? You have a couple of beers.
It doesn't sound that exciting to me.
A couple of beers.
Although my kids might want to go.
Why don't you come to the Lingerie Bowl?
You come to the Lingerie Bowl. That's at the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
So there's gonna be an audience for that.
It's live. We're gonna do it live.
Wow.
Come on, bring I have unlimited tickets.
What is
bring all of your beer drinking friends.
Coliseum holds like 110,000 people. Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And how much is the pay-per-view, by the way?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you don't have the answer.
I don't have the answer.
You know, I always feel bad. I always feel bad for the super cheap pay-per-view. Like if you look on the pay-per-view thing, you'll see like. De La Hoya's fighting. It's $49.95.
I think ours is like a $35 ticket. I'm not positive.
Once in a while, you see the pay-per-view. It's like Beach Boys in concert, $3.99. For like the 4th of July concert from Pismo Beach. And just there's a couple of sad pay-per-views in there. Some sort of bizarre backyard wrestling championship or something like that. Drew, keep track of those.
You know, I've done a lot of publicity, and nobody's asked me that question.
How much?
One person has asked me.
I'm hearing about $20.
They're not doing their job. I'm seeing $19.95. That's fair, because there will be some spanking going on. I mean, at home. I'm sorry to say, you stay away from that clam dip at the Super Bowl party when the guy's done, because it's going to be a disaster. No, that will happen. That is. But here's the thing. More than $20, guys, they buy porn because you can get a DVD for more than $20. That's the whole thing.
I see. They got to price it right.
Spanker's price.
God.
Spanker's range.
Right. And after that, Spanker's lament.
I'm sending this tape to my mother.
There will be a Jack bowl of sorts going on. Super Bowl of beating off going on at home. Oh, believe you me, this is what guys do. All right, you ready to move forward here, Drew?
No, I cannot move forward.
Well, we have to.
Paralyzed by that thought.
Christy?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's up?
Before my boyfriend, I used to think it was cool, he used to watch porn and, like, to get himself, started. And now it's, like, without porn, he'd rather, like, not have sex and he'd rather watch porn.
How old is he?
He's 18.
Does he do drugs?
Well, he used to do weed, and I think he wanted to, like, rehab for a couple of months.
Ew.
And because he would never tell me what else he did, but I'm pretty sure he was into coke for a while.
I suspect he's doing something again.
Oh, look, the idea of an 18-year-old guy having to kickstart his penis.
That's what's leading me to believe he's on.
Yeah, I got to get a little porn. I got to prime the pump. Are you kidding? You should just randomly have a boner at 18.
Continuously.
Wherever you are.
Yeah.
Like, if I just randomly did a boner check on you 4 times a day for a year.
3 out of 4.
3 out of the 4, you should have a boner.
Yeah.
That's what you do at 18.
I would if I was a guy.
Before he's like anywhere, we would do it like anywhere, and now it's like he needs porn, and it's freaking me out.
All right, now listen, Christy. By the way, I smell trouble with Christy.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get pregnant.
Oh.
You already have a kid?
No, I don't.
What are you using for birth control?
Condoms, basically. That's just about it.
All right, you get that morning after
and
pill
believe
available?
me, that's catch as catch can.
Yeah, get that morning after pill. If you have a mistake, take it.
Yeah, he's been my only, we were dating for about 3 years.
Is your dad an alcoholic?
No, my dad's a jackass, but...
Yeah, well, you found a boyfriend that fulfilled that role for you.
Yeah.
Why is your dad a jackass?
He believes in, material takes upon everything, and he's a real asshole with my mom, and, he's hardly never home. And, when he is home, he just, screams, and he used to beat me when I was smaller.
Oh. All right. So, listen, Christy, you listen to the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, A, we don't trust this guy. B, how about a little therapy for you? C, don't let him get you pregnant, for Christ's sake. And, look, you're 17, he's 18, you go out for a year. These things are supposed to end.
Why don't you go on the pill?
Yeah, let him get on with his rehab, and you get on the pill, or get that morning after pill.
If you want to, go to Al-Anon.
Go to Al-Anon.
Get a sponsor.
Or Planned Parenthood and get the pill.
Mm-hmm. But just be careful. You're 17. Are you senior in high school?
Yeah, I am.
What's the plan? Junior college?
Well, actually, I'm applying, and I was going to apply to college, and I had been accepted to USC. But, right now, I'm not thinking about going to college. I'm thinking about taking a year break and working for a while.
This guy's screwing your life up.
Yeah.
And most people who say they're going to take a year break, they never end up going back to college. Don't take a year off. Go to college.
Let this guy be.
Go
This
to
guy's
college.
a problem.
I was a straight A student. I was a scholar athlete of the
Took a
year.
break.
And 16, 15, what was the most you get? 1,500 on the SATs.
Yeah.
I was in all the clubs, and I took a year off, and next thing you know, I'm cleaning carpets in North Hollywood.
Nice.
That's right. That's what happened, Drew. Well, partly true. Except for I failed driver's ed. And driver's ed. Failed driver's ed.
That's good.
That's weird.
Mr. Delaberti?
I find that strange since I have proof that you're a good driver.
Yeah, I ended up teaching traffic school later in life, too, which is humorous. That was Mr. Gregory, the a-hole who can kiss my hairy ass if he's not dead already. But, no, Delaberti was the guy who failed me in biology, which I deserved. You know, wasn't cut out for that stuff. Not a science man. Mm-hmm. Steve, but listen, you retards, you go home to your crappy little bunkers in Van Nuys and cry yourself a river into your wonton soup. You drive your crappy little American. Let me just say this to all those teachers. Kiss my ass. I'm a millionaire. I'm laughing all the way to the bank. You guys are living off of a top ramen and scrambled porn alone in your crappy little bachelor apartments with your crappy little $40,000 a year. I laugh at you now. Ha! Yes, Drew? Would you like to laugh as well?
No, I just enjoy your glee at others' misery.
Oh, I was just like an a-hole magnet when I was from 0 to like 20. Just jack-offs all around me. Mr. Gregory's a driver. Oh, I got to go back. I got to build a time machine so I can go back and kill myself.
Or kill them.
That's my plan. I want to build a time machine. I want to go back, and I'm going to kill myself.
That's awful.
No, that's my plan, though.
That's awful.
It's going to work. All right. And Drew.
Yeah.
But if I go back in time and kill myself, you're going to be sitting here with Ricky Rackman making $80,000 a year. You understand?
I get it.
Ramifications. You're going to be screwed, too.
I'll come sit here with you.
Angie, you'll be fine. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Well, that's the show, everybody. I want to thank Angie Everhart for coming out here and tell everybody to watch her. Well, I'll just tell you guys. Watch her on Loveline Bowl Wednesday night on ABC.
At 10.
At 10 o'clock.
10.
10 o'clock.
It's 10.
They turn on TV at 8.
Yeah.
See whatever.
AM.
You watch that Lopez show. George Lopez got himself a show. I watch that. And then pay-per-view, $19.95. A pittance to spend for the Super Bowl lingerie of Super Bowl.
So,
Super Bowl
Adam,
lingerie.
before the show's over, you know my normal guy I was telling you about?
Yes.
It's his birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh. Yeah. His name Rick. Rick's a good name for a normal guy. Steve? What's his name?
I'm not telling you.
Okay. Really? He's a normal guy. Like anyone's going to know? So, Dave. Ooh, Dave over in accounting. All right. So until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.
Mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.